I have all my makeup laid out in front of me, as well as my morning coffee. It is now 10:13. We gotta be out of here at 10 in half an hour. So half an hour to get ready, makeup, hair. I wanted to do a really quick get ready with me. There was a makeup look that I did yesterday using all these drugstore products. Drugstore I mean as in like affordable products. If you hear the kids yelling in the background, they're playing, I'm trying to get ready. And I got all of them off of Amazon. Some of them I have already used in like a CoverGirl video if you guys want to check that out. And I just bought a few more to kind of add to it. Super affordable products. First one is this lip mask here. Retails for $16 full size. I bought a part of the $25 trio. Love it. I think it is such a great mask that keeps your lips actually hydrated throughout the day and you don't have to reapply it a million times, maybe like 3 times max. I do already have my sunscreen on with moisturizer, so I'm just get right into it. And for everyday makeup looks, I do like to have like a bronzy look. I feel like a bronzer and a blush really make things stand out, but yeah, I like to keep things simple. So instead of using heavy foundations for every day, I just use a skin tint of sorts, and the CoverGirl one is a really good one in my opinion. I've tried it like half a year ago maybe. I think it's a great skin veil that if you're looking for a no makeup look. I have dry skin and it doesn't really settle into fine lines or anything. It just gives a nice tint of color, if you will. And I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Duo Complexion Brush. Great brush in my opinion. And I have the skin tint in the color medium. It offers just enough coverage to kind of even everything out. That's how I see the skin tint. And it's not too dewy and glowy, because sometimes with skin tints that are too dewy and glowy, it can like slide all over the place. It doesn't last. With this one, it kind of ends up being more of like a satiny finish while still having a little bit of glow to it, but not too much. And it's not too drying either. It's like a great in-between in my opinion. And if you wanted more coverage, I'm trying to be quick because we got to chop, chop, chop. And if you wanted more coverage, just go in with a concealer. This one's from the Clean Fresh line, the very light serum-y type concealer, just enough to offer a little bit of coverage but not too much. If you wanted something heavier, I would recommend the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I would say that's a great medium to almost full coverage concealer. This one is just like very light coverage, kind of reminds me almost like the Bare Minerals serum one. And then this is when you can set your face. I personally love the CoverGirl Clean Fresh translucent one or the Maybelline Fit Me. Such great setting powders in my opinion. And I feel like setting powder makes such a big difference. Obviously I'm going to whip it away, but it really helps to not only just keep your makeup in place, but kind of make everything look dull, like makes your skin look very porcelain-like. And I'm not going to do the cheeks right now because I will be using a cream blush. And for cream blush, I tried one from CoverGirl, the Butterflies one. Love the color. It can be a bit tedious to blend in, but in today's video I'm going to use the Cheek Heat Maybelline Nude Burn. I did already use this once, and I've come to find that a little bit, literally a little tiny bit, probably even less than that, goes a long way. You blend it in however you like. I usually use very light buffing motions. Obviously the more you buff it in, the more it's going to disappear. You're better off applying more over it wherever you see fit, rather than trying to like blend it in to make sure that, you know, if you applied too much. And then this is when I will go in with a bronzer. This one is my all-time favorite currently. Can't believe I haven't tried it earlier. CoverGirl Sunset Blitz, the True Blend one. It's not shiny, like it might look like it might be shiny, but it just offers a gorgeous sheen. I've used this in another video. Love it. And I've been using it ever since. So bronzy and glowy, look at that. It offers a gorgeous sheen of color while still being a powder product. That's why I love it. And it's not too warm tone. It's perfect for summer, perfect for fall. Now I'm gonna go in with a lip product. Actually, you know, let me use this highlighter, but very sparingly. I just bought it the other day, just came in, and it is intense, you guys. This is a very intense. It's the CoverGirl in the shade Pearl Crush. Yesterday I used it and I used way too much, but I'm just gonna do a little bit at like, not the tip of my nose, but like right there, so it kind of almost gives it like a bit of a lift when you're looking at me. I'm gonna use some in the inner corner. Let me actually use some bronzer on around my eyes right here. And then I'm gonna do just pat in like a little tiny bit. I would much rather use less. Like, look at that. That is intense. I'm just gonna use a little bit of, use a brush to kind of like blend it in a little. I have the Brandify app. and it kind of gives you like dupes for skincare, makeup products, things like that. And it said the L'Oreal Lumi powder was a dupe for the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist or whatever it's called. I love the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, but it's pretty expensive, so I feel like this one is good because I did use it yesterday. And I love the spritzer. It's just such a fine, whew, it's getting in my mouth. Such a fine mist where it's not like spitting in your face, and it has like little oil bubbles in it. And I did say that I was going to use the bronzer for like the eye area right here. I do already have my lashes on. That's something that I usually always have on. I have a bunch of lash videos for anybody that's interested. Different lash options. There are so many different options. But that's all I'm gonna do in terms of eye product. If you wanted to, you can take the cheek blush tint and kind of like tap it in for a little bit of extra heat, a little bit of extra spice. Now for the, can't forget the brows as well. I'll usually do lips last, but for brows, I use the NYX Lift and Snatch. Have always used it. I think it is such a great product, and I brush my hairs upward. Then what I'll do is outline them. I'll outline the shape that I want and then just go in and fill it in. Super simple and easy. I feel like with more time, you kind of figure out the best case scenario for your brow shape and things like that. And I use the color Ash Brown. I'll outline both of them first to make sure the shape is like very as symmetrical as possible, and then that's when I'll go in and like fill in any sparse areas, and I just use upward strokes to do that since my brow hairs are brushed upward, and then at the tail or at the tip right here I kind of go down. And this pen is nice because it still keeps that, looks like real hair. With brow pencils, I love them, but a lot of the times if you're up close to me, you'll be able to see that, okay, that does not look like your real eyebrow. I can see the huge difference between your natural brows and then where you apply the brow pencil. So that's why I love the Lift and Snatch personally, but everyone uses something different. You kind of like figure it out as you go along. At least that's what I did. I eventually kind of like found what works for me. And I'll brush out any harsh lines and then use a brow gel. I use the NYX Control Freak brow gel. It doesn't leave my eyebrows feeling crunchy, but it holds them in place. My eyebrows usually don't move once they have the brow gel on, and then it looks like you have nice intense brows. And then last but not least, we're gonna go in for, we'll do a lip look. And I have tried these lip liners before. These are the Foera. They're not sold by Foera brand, and I used them in a CoverGirl video, but I had two different colors. This time I purchased the coconut and latte, and I still have the swatches on from yesterday of when I was doing swatches. And I mean, I've done dishes, everything, and they're still on here. I just haven't scrubbed them directly. They come with a eyeliner of sorts. I personally don't use pencil liners, so I just buy it for the lip liners, and I think they're really good lip liners. Let me just swatch them again so you guys can see. The coconut or the latte is such a beautiful deep brown, and then the coconut is a nice darker mauve. I think these are perfect for fall time. I personally love these. They're affordable. I think it's like $12, which they're drugstore prices, kind of like similar to NYX. And I'll outline with the darker color and then use the lighter color, fill in the rest. And I'll use the CoverGirl Prosecco Pop. This is a liquid lip. It's a gorgeous nude, the perfect nude in my opinion. And that's it. I feel like this is such a nice fall time combo. You still look bronzy and glowy, but not like over the top. Still gives you those fall vibes. So I'm just gonna like probably put my hair up for today. And I usually use claw clips on those days when I don't have a lot of time. So I'm gonna put my hair up and get out the door because it is already 10:32. So 15 minutes with talking. This would probably take, I would say, 10 minutes, not even, without talking or like any distraction. So if you're a mom and you know the importance of quick makeup, you can hear my kids screaming in the background. I don't know what it is about today. Sundays, I feel like it's like almost like all forces are against you when you're trying to get out the door and get to church. Before,